freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, so my friends, welcome to Bronze to Mythic. Thank you. Welcome. Bronze to Mythic is the show where I draft my account from Bronze to Mythic. And Kamigawa Neon Dynasty has been a blast to draft so far. It's been super, super fun. Any episodes you missed will be on my YouTube channel. All right, so make sure you go look for those. There'll be one episode every other day on my YouTube channel until the series is complete. As always, with Bronze to Mythic, all right? So we're currently in the middle of Platinum Tier 2. Had a great run yesterday. A little bit of a hiccup or two today so far, but no problems at all. We're going to hop right back in the queues and keep drafting. I feel like we've kind of got a much better feel for the format now. Our decks have looked pretty good. Our first few decks were very, very difficult. If you're new to this format, please don't feel bad about yourself. Our first 4 decks were like a disaster. There's so many cards in a set, so many themes, so many words on every card. But now I'm starting to get a feel for things, getting a good idea where things, what decks want to do, and we're just we're learning and we're growing and adapting, and we're opening the card Invoke Justice, which returns a permanent card to the graveyard of the battlefield, and then put 4+ the most counters among any number of things. I mean, if you can cast this card, it's pretty freaking good, but it is certainly very hard to cast. Let's look at the rest of the pack here. We got Moonsnare Specialist and Modern Age, both really good blue cards. We have a Silver Fur Master, which is like fine. It's like a fine card. Operative, Awaken, Samurai. So now the question is, do I want to go for the rare? I haven't really been any white decks, honestly. Excuse me. Once again, the overlay you see here with all the ratings on it is the untapped overlay. Exclamation point untapped for the link in chat. Link is in my YouTube also. Please use my link to download so I get credit for it. It helps me out a ton. I'm going to take Invoke here. Just going to take the rare. And there's a split rating here is because it's archetype special. You know, like it's only good in some decks. It's not universally good. Take the Invoke. Let's try being a white deck. Let's try being a white deck and see how that goes. All right, so pack is passed to us with a rare missing, and there's a Prodigy's Prototype, which is a pretty solid vehicle. There's also a couple good white. There's a lot of good white cards here. Air of Enlightenment, Arrest, and Moth Rider Patrol are all very good. We could just take a mono white card here. And just like really try and stay white because we gotta make sure we can cast the Invoke Justice. Have it not be uncastable. Prototype is pretty good. Prototype is pretty cool, but I think we're just gonna go Arrest here. I think that I think we want to just stay white as long as possible before we pick our second color because again this card is extremely hard to cast. I think Prototype's solid, but I think Arrest just might be better anyway. So we're gonna Arrest here. Note that we're passing a couple of white cards, but nothing crazy. Passing it to Completion, a Fade, Yamazaki. No black cards, really. And again, a rare is missing, so we have no good signal there either. So, pass the bat with another Arrest. A Hot Shot Mechanic.
Pop quiz, Hot Shot.
Flame Discharge is certainly fine. The Beetle's fine. Just going to Arrest here. Pretty easy Arrest, honestly. Like, there's no reason to take a second color right now. Just keep taking white cards. This card's great. Yeah. There you go. So, take the Arrest. And more white cards, honestly. I mean, Blade Blizzard Kitsune is certainly a solid card. It's good with counters on it. Moth Rider is pretty good too. I'm not sure if Moth Rider is better than Blade Blizzard. Blade Blizzard is pretty good. Just like honestly, it's a card you just cast more often. Just like a 2D double striker, which is fine. Intervention is fine, but unexciting. And I already have 2 kill spells now, so not super necessary to pick up that one. Just gonna take Blade Blizzard here. Keep things rolling. Again, now we're doing a pretty good job of staying white and making sure our Invoke is good. We're gonna figure out what other colors we are later. We get past a pack with a Soaring City, which is fine. Probably one of the worst ones in Limited. I think all the other ones are a hair better in Limited because they're more impactful. But Moth Rider's pretty good, solid card. Everything else here is a little bit unexciting. Nothing here is particularly great. So I'm just gonna keep taking white cards. Repel the Vial. Moonsnare Specialist is really good. That's a late Moonsnare. It's definitely good with some of the things that we have going here. Repel Repel the Vial is also good. It's not a bad card. It's a little clunky, but it's not a bad card at all. This is an interesting pick here because I've already passed a few blue cards. Moonsnare is solid, but we're not like really ninjaing super hard. So it's Repel or Moonsnare. I haven't actually had Repel in any deck, which makes me think I'm probably undervaluing it. I'm just taking Repel here. Just taking Repel. Okay, so another Arrest is also a Pillar of Order. This card is actually pretty sweet. This card is pretty sweet. We currently have 0 artifacts. But again, it's just a white card. It's just a freaking white card. Whatever. I have 3 Arrests, you know? This card's good, but like, I just don't want to pick a color yet. And now, like, if I open up a good rare impact too, I can just go wherever. Brute Suit's fine, but just take the Arrest. I think if Arrest isn't here, I take the Pillar and leave out there's open for that, but let's take the Arrest. Just gonna keep on going here. Befriending the Moths is it's a fine card. I'm down. Not amazing. This card wants to be a little more aggressive, but again, nothing else here is particularly great. Trainee's okay, but whatever. And then Moth Rider Patrol again. All right, another weak pack. Sure. I don't want a ton of these, but I agree removal's not like the end-all be-all of this format. It's more of a synergy format, but it's still a good card, you know. Take Patrol. I don't think I want my 3rd Patrol. There's definitely diminishing returns on this card. Yeah. Just gonna take the Subduer, I guess. This card's like not like great, but it's fine. Yeah, 3rd Moth is I think 3rd Moth's a little too much. All right, pretty bad packs. These last few packs have been pretty mopey. Target player mills 3 cards. I mean, I don't think we're playing this card, but whatever. Light the Way is also pretty bad. Yo, bro. Heard you like moths. I mean, I guess I'd play 3 of these. The card's fine. It's a solid card. It's better if you have ninjas and stuff like that, but alright, I mean, without Invoke, our deck looks pretty bad, but Invoke is really good. I guess the Sentinel also mills for Invoke, in theory, so alright, all these cards are pretty bad. I like Suit Up. It's a good card. Sure. It is a Warrior for Subduer, I guess. It doesn't matter that much, but alright, pack 2, we open up a lot more white cards. Alright, sure, so we open up Mark, Joy, whatever. Banishing Slash is great. Just a super solid card, even better. Honestly, though, this card's even better. The Reign of Truth. This card's unreal. The problem is that we're not super enchantment-y or artifact-y yet, but this card's just unreal. Like, just unreal good. It's just like a Mythic uncommon. There's a lot of Mythic uncommon sagas in this set, and this is one of them. We can skew our deck a little bit towards it. Banishing Slash is pretty sweet, but whatever. Maybe we'll table the Oath. Probably not. We'll see. All right. We're also looking for Shrine Stewards in this deck. So now we have 3 auras. So this card's actually like solidly good in our deck. All right, take the Reign of Truth. Okay, and now we see some good black cards here. So another Pillar of Order. And now that I have a few more artifacts, I'm a little more interested in Pillar of Order. This card is pretty sweet. Also an Umezawa pass. This is a rareless pack. So not a great signal here. Umezawa, this card's obviously very good also, but we're like going to be mostly splashing black because we're going to be heavy white. So we're probably not casting this card on turn 2, which makes it a lot worse, of course. So it's still really good, though. I feel like Naomi's a better card to like splash, though. I'm going to take the Pillar. I'm not sure if this is right, honestly. Wow.
Bingo!
What a good card to get past for a mono white deck. Sick white rare. A couple of good other good white cards here, but yeah, that's a really good card. Reliquary would be great in our deck too. There's a possibility we end up mono white, so Reliquary could be awesome in our deck. But yeah, Restoration is great. The Umazawa Saga is very good. And it's one of the cards with the highest win rates in the entire set. But again, it's really good on turn 2. I feel like we're going to have like 3 or 4 swamps in our deck. So, all right. Now you get past the pack with no white cards. All right, so there's a Asari Captain of a Samurai War you control attacks alone, plus almost 1 for each. This is actually really good with the Moth Riders, right? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. No other real cards that are good here. I mean, like, the Searchlight Companion's fine, but somewhat unexciting. I'm going to go for the higher ceiling card here, take the Captain. Might not play it, but we'll see. We'll see. Hunter! What's up, Hunter? How you doing? How'd you do in the tournament last night, Hunter? I got waitlisted. I didn't sign up fast enough. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, we got the Poet here. Yamazaki's a Poet. They didn't even know it. Ever Samurai War attacks alone, cast an enchantment from your graveyard. We have some enchantments. Deck is looking a little weird now because you do have like some artifact and enchantment stuff too. But this card is good. Its floor is a 3/2 Vigilance, which is totally fine also. So, would like some more Sagas, that's for sure. But pretty easy choice here, I think. Oh my god. Just white cards. There's just so many white cards. Tales of Master Seshiro is busted. Kami's Flare is also very good. But there's also just a bunch of good white cards too. Oh, what do I take here? Yeah, the thing is, like, we're not really using our enchantment stuff super well. The thing is, like, we have 3 arrests also, so what do we take here? Is it Kami Flare, or is it one of the white cards? I think it's Kami's Flare. Yeah. I guess I have a lot of removal, though. Maybe that was wrong. I have a lot of removal spells. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's right or not. Maybe Oath is better. Maybe Oath is better. I think that was wrong. Yeah, that was a bad pick. Because I'm also like not even committed to playing red either. That was a bad pick. That's fine. That's fine. Take Subduer. More Moths. Again, solid card. So Windscarred Crag. We're pretty good on playables. We're also not like that crazy on yeah, I'm gonna take the duel here. Take the duel. I don't love Subduer. There's an Oath, sure. Oath always comes late anyway, so. There's also a Shrine Steward. I'm actually pretty interested in this card. So we have triple arrest. Is it better than Oath? I think we'll get one of these later. Take the Oath. I think my first Oath. Another Moth Rider Patrol. It's also a Brute Suit. Which is definitely fine with all Patrol. I think that Brute Suit's fine. We'll get. I mean, this is like a card. We just don't want that many of anyway. So take Brute Suit. This card's fine. We're like in the spot of having too much removal at this point. Companion's fine. I mean, Assault's actually not bad. Our Moth Rider Patrol. So I want to play that card though. An Ace or a Subduer. I just don't want 1,000 of these. I don't think. Ace is bad. I don't know, whatever. Alright. We have a lot of cuts to make. Oh!
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
Well, now our Moth Rider Patrols are even better. Because Eater of Virtue is obviously insane. Really good card. Really good card. Ship it. Ship it. What's up, Parole? The overlay you see right now is the untap.gg overlay. Download it for free. Use my link in chat or on the YouTube description. It's an overlay. It's if you play Arena on your computer, you should have it. It's free. Download. It's got Draftsmith, collection tracking, everything else. Totally insane. You should definitely have it. Not even close. Download it for free. Use my link. Yeah. So Easy Eater of Virtue. This card's busted. Just like Bone Splitter with huge upside. Invoke Despair. Invoke Despair. I feel like these samurai cards just blow. Like, I just want to take the Golden Tail Disciple and just like keep taking more enchantments. This ain't your grandfather's Bone Splitter, says Ross Merriam. Easy Splash, double invoke deck. I'm thinking the Golden Tail here. I like Gold Tail. Where's Counters well? Where's Eater of Virtue well? Yeah, Lifelink's great. We'll table the Moths, maybe. Another Moths. The more good 3-drops we have, the better the Moths are, too. Yeah, sure. We have a lot of cuts here, but it's also possible we're just mono right, honestly. Like, we'll see, but there's my Steward that I wanted. I did want a Steward with triple arrest. We're gonna have Repel. I'm not taking this card. Yeah, just take Steward. Obviously weird to take it this early, but another Moth Rider Patrol, sure. A Ninja Star thingy. The Abandoned Mire. I mean, splashing for Naomi and then just playing this as like one of my swamps is also kind of cool too. I don't think I want the 4th Moth, and everything else here sucks. The Ninja thing is okay, but I have too much removal right now. Too much removal. Take the land. Too much removal and too many playables. Take the Golden Tail. I like it. All right, so we're starting to get off the Samurai thing, and we're going to lean a little more to the enchantment thing. However, this card's great in both. This card's great in both. So, Temperate and Solitude's whatever. I think we're going to try and be mono white. Again, the overlay's untapped. Download, use my link, please. There's your link. I think we're going to be mono white. Maybe we'll splash one of these, but I think we're looking to be mono white. Pack's terrible, whatever. Very interesting drafts. We have a lot of cards that are mediocre, but I think we have enough cards to make a good deck. So, like, we're very light. We have almost no 2-drops, which is kind of a huge issue, honestly. But Fade into Antiquity, Many Journeys, yeah, whatever, sure. Yeah, we actually only have, we have 3 1-drops and a 2-drop. Our curve is not great, but yeah, we just cut like all the Subduers, cut this thing. Everyone's very interested in it. Untapped. Once again, folks, it's untapped.gg is the overlay you see right now. Download it for yourself. Untapped.gg. Please use my links. I get credit for it. They're a sponsor of mine, and they're awesome. Yeah, these cards kind of suck a little bit. And the Subduer, sure. Yeah, so I think we're gonna cut. I didn't get any of those colorless lands. I think we're gonna splash. I might splash just the Captain. I'm not sure yet. I honestly don't know. Honestly don't know. Alright. I mean, Hotshot mechanic's fine, honestly.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Just like a cheap creature. Our curve is a little shitty. So, like, that makes that better. And it's just also like an artifact for the Reign of Truth and stuff like that. Definitely want to get on the board for our Moths, too. Last pick, Tempered and Solitude. Alright. Alright, we gotta figure this one out. Because, Solitude is actually pretty fine in our deck, because we have, no one wants to go Mardu. That's crazy. That's crazy, I think. We do have, the Moth Riders for the Solitude. So, we got 50 cards here. Gotta cut this down just a little bit. I would say we're not playing black. Cut the Light the Way. Cut the Intervention. Cut the Subduers. Cut all the Subduers. They're terrible. Brute Suit, Companion, both not super exciting. Yeah, we don't have enough shitters in this deck for Brute Suit. Get rid of that. Invoke's obviously great. Captain's fine as a splash. Oath is good. Moths, Repel the Vile. This is 26 cards. I have to cut at least two, I say I have to cut 2 more cards. We have triple arrest and a Kami's Flare. I think 3 Moths is fine in this deck. We have Eater. We want cheap creatures. They're good with the few Samurai effects that we have. They're good with the Captains. They're good with the other stuff. Good with the Temper and Solitude. I think I want to play this card. Just Steward finds our 3 arrests. That's the point of playing this card. Just like a 3/2 that goes against a removal spell, which is pretty good, honestly. Definitely a somewhat unbalanced deck. We're like in a few different places at once. What's up, Melvin? Melvin. Companion seems? What's companion? Oh, this thing? Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I can see just cutting the companion. Maybe we just cut the steward also. Maybe we just don't need it. This is 24 cards. Probably going to play like 4 mountains in all planes. Might even be 3 mountains. Probably 4 though. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a duel. Perfect. So 3. We're going to play 4 red sources total. For 3 cards. All of which can are good later in the game anyway. Our 2-drops, we're really lacking in 2-drops, so I don't like it all, but our Bone Splitter's insane. We have 2 Lifelinkers, a Double Striker, a bunch of Flyers. Restoration's cool. I like the Moths with our Disciples, pretty good curve. I'd say if our opponent has a lot of removal spells, he could be in a little bit of trouble, but I think that's fine. Invoke's obviously great. Oath is great. Assault's just like not a very good card. I think we're good here. I think we're good. Definitely some tension in this deck for sure between like wanting to play enchantments, you wanting to play samurai stuff, what's to splash, a lot of white symbols. But I think overall we have like, 5 good removal spells, a couple powerful cards, reasonable, like the lifelink stuff with the moths is pretty sweet. I think all in all, I'm okay with this. And I think that this is how I'd like to build it. I'm not entirely sure on the build, to be totally honest, but I wish I had more of these, honestly. Wish I had more of these. That fits the deck pretty well. All right, that's our deck. So we're bringing Crag, and we're gonna play 11, 12. We're gonna do 12, 3. So we have 4 red sources for 3 cards. I think I'm pretty happy there. Yeah, I mean, the attack alone mechanic isn't like super important in our deck. It's just on like a few different cards. Like this card might be terrible. I want to try this card. I think it might be terrible, but like, I think it's an enchantment. It seems fine in our deck. So I think we're good. Yeah, I like this. So that's our deck. It's kind of a weird one. I'm not going to lie. And it's prediction time. What's that mean? It means it's time for you to place your bets. On Twitch, place your bets. YouTube folks, take a second, pause the video, scroll down, liking on the way, of course, and then leave a comment. Are you a believer or non-believer? All capital letters, believer or non-believer in your YouTube comments. What do you think about this kind of weird deck here? Kind of weird deck. So, not really sure. I might make a change or two during the draft if I think a card is a little weird or not weird or whatever. But that's the deck, and we'll see what we're going to do here. We also have a question in chat. Are the deck recommendations for Untapped always trash, or do you ever use them? I am a professional Magic player, so the guidance from Untapped is not as necessary for me. But if you're a newer player or a player who's getting back to the game or feel a little uncomfortable at drafting, Untapped is perfect to keep an eye on you. It's a good thing to reference too. Maybe you're making your own picks, but occasionally you want to peek over and say, hey, I'm not sure about this. What should I think? So Untapped's super great. It's super great for sure. All right, right into the games. Predictions are in. We got some non-believers, folks. We got some non-believers, which is okay. It's okay to not believe. All right, it's totally fine. I'm not begrudge you. We're on the draw with a 2-lander. We're gonna keep. It's a little awkward, but we're gonna keep. Let's see what we can do. Red Oath. Good card to draw on our 2-lander is our 6-drop. Great. Sidor is the kind of card that, like, if things are going well, it looks really good, but if things aren't going well, it just looks like it's pretty bad. Not enough synergy. Draw non-land. Alright, come on. I'd like to see how our deck functions, please. Help me out here. You gonna kill my poor moth? You gonna salt my moth down? Alright, just draw land and we're good to go. Circuit Mender. That's good. That's good. That's a land. That's a land.
Bingo!
So we're gonna Golden Tail here. Golden Tail or Kitsune? Actually, Kitsune's even better with the moths. Oh, this blocks the Mender for a turn. So the question is, do I want to like play Kitsune, let them attack us and kill it, and we can draw land for moths also. Alright, sure, let's jam. Let's jam. They play a mech hanger and a brute suit. Alright, I mean, ship the old Lando here, please. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alright, this is fine. We'll just play Golden Tail and say go. I'm not gonna trade off of the Menders, so just play Golden Tail and say go. I'm not gonna use the Kami's Flare either. This is fine. This is fine. No attacks. Say go.
Waka waka.
Synthesizer. Hit a 6 drop, please. Nope, land. Perfect. Perfect. Wait, what? What the hell is happening? They didn't play a land off the thing. They played a different land, and they just activated it and made a creature, and didn't play either card off of it. Opponent, what are we doing? What are we doing, friend? Come on. Come on. All right. I think I want to block with Kitsune and trade and just use the moths on the Golden Tail. If I miss again next turn on moths, like Kitsune is just like starting to look worse. We're ahead on cards here. We'll just not die. Just not die. I don't know what the hell's going on, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe they think it's like light up a stage for next turn. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Don't draw land, so we're rewarded for our patience a little bit. We can get the Poet going. We can play Kami's Flare and Hotshot Mechanic. Poet doesn't really do anything right now because we don't have any enchantments in our graveyard, so play the Mechanic and say go with the Flare up. Yeah, it was not a very well played turn. I'm going to assume that was the issue. I just didn't realize what the card did. You gotta understand, folks. I've made a million mistakes so far in 12 episodes. Like an actual million mistakes. There are an ass load of words on these cards. It's very easy to make mistakes, especially if you're on one of your first 5 drafts. So, it happens, you know? So here comes the boar. We're just going to trade 2 for 1 here. We'll block with the Mechanic and just trade 2 for 1, take a bunch, but we can't just take 5 every turn. We could try and draw a land to repel this, but at this point we're so far ahead on cards. I just want to have a little buffer here. Mordo says, I played Synthesizer turn 1 my first draft. You see, let's hear it from Mordo. Most people are scared to admit their mistakes. I respect that. I respect that. You draw an Arrest. Sure. Yeah, this is fine. Obviously, it makes our last play kind of bad, but put this here so they can't draw a card off of it. Attack, gain 2 life, whatever. Again, we're just like looking to draw some lands. What's up, Witch Doc?
Still a piece of garbage.
Pretty good. Alright, untap and draw land.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright, fine. He got me. He got me. Alright, say go. Still fine. Still fine. They play land number 100. They play Befriending Them All. That's pretty good. We're going to slap back, though, so they pump there. Attack for... Really? Alright. We draw Eater of Virtue also. Wowzers. We're still going to play Moths here. Pump Disciple. Attack for 3 and gain 3. So pump this bad boy up right here. Yeah, here. Gain a bunch. Nothing to recast just yet, but no attack's really good either, so pump that. They attack for 6 this turn. Ew, what a sick draw. Alright. Well, they're attacking for less now. It's pretty good for us. So, we draw Mon Capitan. Samurai or Warrior attacks alone. Alright, so we're going to pump the Lifelinker again. And now, I guess we just like Eater and then move the Eater over to our Poet. Captain's super awkward with our non-samurai cards. Our deck is weird. Our deck is definitely not constructed right. It looks like a person who's never drafted red white before drafting red white. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. I think I want to just Eater here. So Eater, equip, 5-ball, then just play the Eater onto the Poet. Just say go. Then I can block bot if they attack with the bot. I can get Vigilance onto the Eater, which is kind of cool. No reason to repel yet. Temper for a Kumano thing? Sure. Alright. Take one. Unsap. Oh no. Bloodfell Caves. What? So we flip to a flyer. I can play Captain, attack with this, but like, there's nothing to get back, and they just block with a 2-2, which is kind of awful. I might need to kill this Tempered in Solitude. Which is fine. I think we're going to move the Eater to this Disciple and attack. And then if they trade, it's great. If they don't, it's great. And then repel the Vile, the Tempered in Solitude. So, put this here. Attack for 4. Just gonna take it. Wow. Alright. Yeah, and then we're just like go. With the intent to get rid of this. Is aggro bad limited? It depends on the format. Depends on the format. Alright, so we're gonna exile the enchantment so they can't keep drawing cards. Now their attacks like aren't particularly good anymore. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think we were ahead. I don't know if we were that ahead, but they must have drawn a land that turn, so we'll take it. 1-0. Alright, round 2. Our deck's weird. Our deck's weird, I'm not gonna lie. This is a weird one. Final count agrees. 30-70 was the bet count. Hand's good. His hand plays. Little Onezo. Our lack of 2 drops is very damning, unfortunately, but we have our Kitsune into Moth's draw. Infiltrator. Oh no! The hard counter to the Moth. The hard frickin' counter. So same spot as last game, where we just have like Blade Blizzard or Golden Tail and no 4th land for this thing. We're still gonna play Blade Blizzard, I think. So play this. There you go. Would like to just draw land and play Moths. Gonna get Ninja here. No, we're gonna get Reality Architected. This card is very good, but they have no white mana currently, and it's still pretty early in the game. We draw Eater of Virtue, and that's actually pretty sick on the Double Striker. So that's what we're gonna do. We're a little all in now, but this is a monster attack. And now if we draw land for the, I think it's 10 damage, so. And of course, if it dies, this thing will have Double Strike, which is also insane. What's up, Burke? Burke says, what's our first time chat? How's it going, my friend? Evolution of Tappers has been fascinating. I agree. I think this is a really fun example of like how complex Magic is. That there's like 50 different ways to have a cool tapper. You know, there's 5 mana tappers, tap for 1. 1 mana tappers, tap for 5. 2 mana tappers, tap for 1. Just a little mix of stuff. It's super cool. Fun watching the different things. So they're gonna get in with the Infiltrator here. Probably getting ninja'd. We're not gonna block. So what do you got for me? They bounce Kitsune. It's pretty annoying, but Tip-woo. Black Meowder just cannot get off a Subduer thing. So for Masters here, this is like isn't even good. It's just a freaking tutu, whatever. Like, ninjaing this card is only really good when you have a board already and you pump your team, but... Alright, I mean, we draw the land, and now we're off to the freaking races, so... Let's make some friends and attack for almost lethal. If we move the Eater over, then we couldn't. Then this play was impossible. So we left it here, so we wouldn't need the mana. So jump blocks they go. Always gotta think about next turn too. Think about next turn too. Here come the goobers. No blocks. They're gonna silencer us. This is fine because they're gonna discard a card, kill my Kitsune, and now my Eater's gonna have double strike, which is also insane. So, like now we're gonna get in for 8 this turn, right? So equip the thingy, pump it, get in for 8, play Disciple. A little awkward synergy here with the Eater and the Golden Tail and the Poet as far as like exiling things, but whatever. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
We have technology.
Now what? Octopus. Sure. Kami's Flare. Kami's Flare is actually kind of sick too. Just 2 extra damage. Huh. It's not lethal. We're 1 short. It's not Searing Blaze exactly. Okay. What do we do? What do we do? We're going to equip. We're going to attack. I mean... It's extremely close to lethal. If the silencer hits, they can discard a card and kill one of my things, which is kind of awkward. But... Golden Tail can block the octopus. They can't draw a card. We could like Kami's Flare or something. This flips next turn also. If this dies, look at flying too, which is really good. I'm just gonna play Golden Tail and say go. So now like, even if Silencer kills this, the Eater will get flying. This can block this. We have a 2/4 flyer coming anyway, so... Definitely a weird mishmash deck. We're definitely playing a few different themes here. Alright, I mean, we're going to block the octopus. Kind of doubt they have a trick that can save, they can like pump the octopus here, so... Just feels like a free block to me. They get a ninja again. Ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Here comes Prowler for Death Touch. That's a pretty sick one. That's a pretty sick one. And they can re-ninja if they want to. No, not going to. Alright, so... They can discard the Master. Kill the Patrol. But then I just have a 4/4 flyer with double strike. So that's pretty good too. Kami's Flare is pretty good. Discard that. Kill this. Now Eater has flying. We draw land. Make a 2/4. Play land. Play Poet. Leave Kami Flare up. Eater's pretty sick. This card's ridiculous. I guess there's value in wanting to equip to have the flare deal extra damage, but like we just have Oath in our hand too. We're not in a huge rush. So. Hydration alert. Cheers to Zerb and Chaos. They're gonna counter my thingy. Sure, that's fine. Not a problem. And then... do I want to equip or leave up Flare? I'm going to leave up Flare. Worst case, they draw a removal spell. And, like, we are kind of racing a little bit so I can kill a thing. Sure. Just going to block here. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Nothing? Alright, I don't like this. If they drew, like, the kill creature dealt damage card, that's annoying, I guess, but lethal exploit. Sure, that's fine, too. Alright, so we'll draw any creature or any untapped land. That doesn't do it. So, sure. I mean, now we're just going to kill this, I guess. Not going to let them ninja me, so sure, we'll kill this. There you go. Don't spell pierce me, please. I'm feeling it. Alright, it resolved. It resolved. Ooh, invoke. Oh, okay, that's good. That was good enough. That was good enough. Whew. It's a close one. It's a close one. We got there. We got there. Remember, folks, Draftsmith. You saw it in the draft. Well, here it is.
In the search for the ultimate weapon, knowledge is power. Introducing Draftsmith, your new secret weapon for Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Mode. Draftsmith helps you pick the perfect card every time by providing an in-depth rating for each card. These ratings adapt based on the cards you've already chosen, making sure you always stay one step ahead of the competition. After the draft is done, Draftsmith recommends the optimal deck based on the cards you have chosen. Know more, win more. Download Draftsmith today from untap.gg.
Remember, folks, if you're going to download, please use my link. Otherwise, I don't get credit for it. They sponsor me. Please use my link in chat or in the YouTube description. Again, if you play Arena on your computer, you should have Draftsmith not close. Gonna keep this hand. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Gonna fire up the old hot shot.
Quiz, hot shot.
We attack for 4 on turn 2 on the play of limited. Oh, nice tap land. Nice tap land. Let's go. Eater of Virtue. Eater of Virtue. Mechanic's fine. It's just it's an artifact Savannah Lines. You know, is it the best card in our deck? No. Is it a fine card? Absolutely. You know, we're looking for 2 drops. 1 drops are better. You know, 1 drops are better. Leech Gauntlet. Take him to jail. Take him to jail. Let's just go. Let's just do this. Let's just freaking go. We have Moths next turn too. Hotshot's gonna solo here. Gonna solo. It's a background process, butts. Oh, that sucked. Alright, sure, whatever. Sick punishment for arrest there. Sick punishment for arrest. Alright, now we can restoration here. Not a ton of value, I guess, but it's fine. Yeah. That was gross. That was disgusting. Just the actual best possible card for our arrest. We could play a Naked Moss here or a Naked Restoration. This is just better. Just play this better. Get a Plains. Put it in play. And then just say go. Seven-Tail Mentor. Put a counter on Gravelighter. Sure. Untap. We may discard a permanent. So we're going to discard the land. Just put it in play. Gain a life. Play the Moths naked and just say go. We have Invoke Justice for nothing yet. I guess I had Invoke Justice for the arrest and pump up my Moth. Or pump up my my restoration thing, but holding a land for the Beetle. They have a Beetle. Again, Eater of Virtue plus Invoke Justice is a little awkward, but it's still really freaking good, so whatever. This turns a permanent card that puts 4 counters all over the place. Vanishing Slash on my equipment. Play a Blade Blesser. Attack. Let's make it moves here. Let's make it moves. I'm not like super enthused about just going all in on this architect, but realistically, we have no other plays this turn, so we're just gonna go all in, bring back the arrest, and then arrest the Gravelighter, and just go from there. It's not particularly ideal, but it just is what it is. I think I don't want to wait another turn. They have a bunch of power in play. Just can't afford to, I don't think. So get back the arrest. Return target permanent card from the battlefield, then should be before counters. Target player controls. Right, so put the arrest. I almost put on my own creature. Put the arrest on the Gravelighter. Then make a 7/8 architect. All of our eggs, meat basket. Eggs, meat basket. I can't look. I'm not gonna look. I can't even look. That's not good. Is that good? That is not good. We're good. We're good. We're so good. We're Tempered in Solitude good. Alright, so play Tempered in Solitude. Attack with this. It's got Vigilance, makes tokens. Now we're off to the races. Another arrest. Alright. Oh, it's a ground creature. Why didn't I think it had flying? I thought it had flying. It's still good. It's still good. To kill this and this. Should I just kill this thing? I thought I had flying for some reason. I don't know why. That's still, I think I still attack there. So, we're gonna this dies. Put a counter on a creature you control. They'll have a 4/3. Then I just pacifism it. That's fine. Kill these two. Kill those. Still a great turn. Still a great turn. Put a counter here. We arrest it. Whoop, almost. It moved on me. It was there. It was there. Arrest you two. And say go. Kami of Restless Shadow. Should they have a... They don't have a freaking ninja in their graveyard. Card's really good. Yeah, it's really good by itself. But I don't know. It's still a good trade. Still a good trade. With Tempered in Solitude in play, we just want to attack every turn. So, alright. It's 12-13. We have Solitude in play. Should I play the land? Why? We have all the lands we need in play. The 7 drops in our deck, you know? Alright, here comes the Moth. Alright, alright.
Somebody's playing a prank on
Enough
me.
lands, thank you. Leech Gauntlet, sure. If they put that on top. And a Grease Fang with no vehicles. Their deck seems dubiously constructed. A lot of synergy cards, not a lot of synergy. This is a fucking joke. Alright. Attack. Alright, that's a card. That's a card at least. Play Kitsune, say go. Good blocker. Good blocker. Five lands, all spells for them so far. When your graveyard's rare, you know, it's nice. Reconfigure the lifelinker onto the 4/3. We're going to block with the Kitsune. Just trade. Yeah, it's fine. It's not ideal, but we just need to stay alive while Tempered in Solitude does its thing, so. Moths. I like moths. Only downside here is if we hit exactly the 6 mana sorcery. We did not. We did not. Play land, say go. Of course, when I didn't play that land 2 turns ago, or 3 turns ago, I didn't know I was going to draw like 9 lands in a row, so... Like keeping a land in hand for Beetle and for other stuff. Era of Enlightenment, Scry 2, sure. Top bottom, sure. They can like equip lifelink attack. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. So far, I'm impressed. They're gonna jump the lifelinker. Sure. We draw another freaking land. I mean, now our Lifeflicker's getting in, so send this in. Hit another arrest. This time we arrest the 3/3 or the Gauntlet. They can pump and give flying. I think it's a Gauntlet. Yeah, Long Reach of a Night's a good reason. You always want to hold a land back. But there's Beetle, Long Reach of a Night. Attack for 4, which is whatever. That sucks. Alright, sure. No attacks. We draw the Reign of Truth. This card is the nut.
Bingo!
Let's frickin' go. Mythic uncommon. Oh my god. I didn't count the arrests either. I'll attack for 9, please. If that's okay with you. Solitude. Another land, of course. Why wouldn't it be a land? But sure. Just the old 9/10. Just the old 9/10. They have a bevy of sagas here. My saga's better. You haven't seen this card. This card's playable in, like, multiple formats. Like, this card's playable in Standard, Historic, Pioneer, Modern even. I could see one of those cards played in Legacy, honestly.
Game. Blow.
Alright, Scrappy Krabby Boros deck. Working up. Working up. Reign of Truth is the nut. Yeah, all the uncommon sagas are just like the bombs. Alright, hand is great. It's obviously awkward with Reign of Truth and Restoration and no creatures and stuff. But we're not playing this on turn 2. We're going to play the Restoration on 2. Moths on 3 with no creature, which is fine. And in black, we draw a 2-drop. Oh my god.
Bingo!
How lucky is that? How lucky is that? Non-believers getting nervous. We can't get it back with the Restoration, so it's kind of cool. Restoration. Get a Plains. There you go. We're going to discard a Plains to get back our Exemplar and play the Moths, I guess. Scrounger, sure. Repel the Vial. I could just turn my Repel the Vial into a 2-drop. But just discard the land. Like, flooding is a major concern. So, just discard this, whatever. Get back the 2-drop. Play land, play Moths. We're attacking for a whole bunch next turn, that's for sure. Preserver, whatever. 4/4, whatever. Draw land, cool. It's funny, we can play Captain here, actually. I can just play Captain. Captain is still a pump for, it'll be +2/+0. So we get it for 5. And then Reign of Truth is good next turn anyway. It's more mana efficient too, so yeah, sick. Sick. So this text. This thing is haste? Oh wow, I didn't know that. Sure. Get in with our Exemplar. With a bunch of counters on it. I'm sorry, 6, not 5, whatever. And yeah, I mean, looks pretty good so far. Lost of Prancer's good. It's a good card. It's a good card. We can pump the Architect, which obviously doesn't get the benefit from these things. I think 1 creature sucks. There's the Moth. Now we can, like... I think we just... oh, they have Reach, actually. They have Reach. This thing has Reach. It's got Sneaky Reach, folks. It's got Sneaky Reach. We could have, like, gone super high on this thing. Just, like, Moth it, attack for a bunch, and then just pump it, attack for a bunch, Moth it next turn. But, yeah, we're just going to Moth up the Architect and attack. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. We're not using the stupid Samurai triggers because they're terrible, but whatever. Attack with this. Makes a Spirit Token. Gets in for 4. Their blocks are bad. Next turn we can jump and Reign of Truth also. What's up, Sassy? Set is great. Set's a hit on all fronts. Limited, constructed, flavor, everything. Just a home run set. It's an absolute home run set. Alright, sure. That's fine. But honestly, we have so much stuff going on. It's not even that bad. It was a 8-5. Oh, yeah, you're right, because of this thing. It could have attacked. Whatever. I think they're just dead now. With Arrest and Reign of Truth. Yeah, they're just dead. So, you go to jail. You Reign of Truth. I think this is lethal, but I didn't do the math, because screw doing the math. Oh, it's lethal. Oh, it's so lethal. Oh my god. Pow!
After it was all over, he took us in the house to serve his pancake.
Non-believers shaking in their boots. Keep. Good hand, too. Tap line's a little awkward, but it's fine. We're going to lead on Hot Shot Mechanic because...
Pop quiz, hot shot.
And then we're going to probably... We could actually just, like, Moth Rider. Restoration, too. Oh, yeah, we're just going to patrol. Tap land. Restoration next turn. Attack. And we have Moths and Exemplar to pump the Moth Rider up. If things go wrong on the ground, which they kind of do, so... Another Moth Rider. Getting a Plains is good here, too, though. I mean, just jam. Trading Hot Shot for this is totally fine. So just jam both and play Restoration. Trade Seize. Restoration. Card's so good. It's just a sick card. It's just so good. Alright, and then we could, like... Alright, this card thing. Oh, no! It's the natural predator of Moth Rider Patrol in Inkrise Infiltrator. I think I actually discard my Moth Rider and get back my, I'm just never mind, that doesn't work. It's not the graveyard yet. You keep a land against black to lure a counter or discard. So there's like a common beetle. It makes you discard a card. And it was an uncommon saga where holding a card in your hand is really good. And so you don't want to put yourself in a spot where like you have one card in your hand and it's really, really good. If you can, you try and hold an extra land. So if they beetle you, you don't lose your best card. Alright, this is turn 4. We drew Reign of Truth, which is insane. We probably want to play Moths this turn to start getting in. There's no point discarding anything here. I guess I can discard the Moth and just return it. I can discard the Exemplar into play, but it's true. Actually, that makes sense, right? Yeah, so pitch Exemplar, put it into play, play Moths, pump this, attack for 3. Yeah, I like that, actually. That's good. Because there's no reason to not do this. Yeah, so we're going to do this. Discard this. Right, simply this, do this. Play Moths. Pizza time! Pump this. Attack for 3. Boom! Then we got Reign of Truth with 3 enchantments. We also have a Moth Rider. We're just going to flip next turn. It's been pretty good. Okay, that's a card. That's a card. We can't arrest that card. This card's pretty good, so... We hit the Poet, which returns enchantments. We're going to jump fly the Exemplar. It's an attack by itself. Flip this. And in comes Exemplar alone. Poet can recast this thing too, which is pretty sick. You know what? I think I just Reign of Truth and pump the other Moth Rider and just get it with both. Yeah. Let's go for it. Screw the whole attack alone thing. Attack. And like, now we're attacking for 8. And their Chump Blocker's the card they want, a Ninja. So play this, they go. And now you have an awkward spot, because if his Infiltrator gets in this turn, I think we just Chump Block it. I'm not getting Ninja. Yeah, we're Chump Blocking all day, every day. Not going to let him Ninja me here. Our board's already great. We have multiple... Yeah, love the block there. Love the block. Love the block. Let's go. Keep it rolling here. I'm surprised with this deck, I'm not going to lie. Right. So for example, there's no cards. It's I probably can't keep this hand. Yeah, we've drawn a lot of our 1 and 2 drops in the first few games, but like a hand like this just doesn't really function. Yeah. This white-red deck feels very white-green. That's kind of the thing, is we're focusing on the good cards, the enchantments, not the crappy cards, the samurais. We got a mulligan here. We can't keep this. I love keeping hands. I hate mulliganing limited, but we just can't keep this hand. I mean, like, I guess any creature makes Tempered and Solitude good, but like the hand's actually just heinously unplayable. Like, if this removal spell costs 3, I think I would keep. But this hand has to draw runner lands to even function. Or a cheap creature that also lives for Temper and Solitude. So we're going to mulligan. Sure, that's better. Keep this. Ship a land. No. Restoration. Arrest. Is it Moth Rider? It might be Moth Rider here. It's like the worst card in our hand. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Alright, Gavin. Restoration and Moths. This card's great. Oh, that's a rare. Goro. Sure. I mean, this thing could get kind of nasty if they're able to activate it. Hot Spring. Okay. So we're going to arrest this bad boy. Haha. Put you in jail. Thank you. Get out of here. Hot Springs is pretty nasty. We have a slow, clunky hand here, so this could get gross pretty quickly. Not that bad. Could have been worse. Alright. Please nothing else. Oh, thank God. Alright, so now we're going to Restoration. And we're a little flooded now. But that's okay. It's a weird pause. Crag, gain, go. Your turn. Full house, planes over moths. Not a very good hand. Not a very good hand. They might have gotten us this game, folks. Might have gotten us this game. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. 5, 6, 7. It's a good hand. It's a good hand. It's a pretty good hand. They have actual nothing. Can we even win this game? I don't think so. If we draw exactly like an arrest or something, I don't even know what we can do. Whatever. Alright, here's Golden Delta Type. We'll just say go. Anything else? Opponent? Anything else? Picked a bad time to have a bad hand, that's for sure. Freaking Searing Sausage. It's a 6 slow roll here. 6 slow roll. Here it comes. It's coming. Sniper. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's a 6 slow roll. What are you doing, opponent? Like, you might have lost it. That's true. That's true. I might have lost anyways. All right. Well, that's lethal. I have to chump block. They're playing insanely conservatively around probably like the 4 damage spell. All right, yeah. So, pretty bad hand. Pretty bad hand. Mulligan into no removal spells, a bunch of moths and no creatures. Just like a pretty shitty hand, and they had a really, really good hand. This is a grade A draw. You know, rare into Hot Springs, into rare, into Sniper, like Mythic, you know, uncommon. That's fine. Can't win every game. The good news is that we just ranked up, so we probably will not rank down. Wait, no, I'm lying. All the games are blurring together, folks. I've only been live for like 4 hours, and all the games are already blurring together. That's okay. Again, folks, it's your first time here. Hi, my name is Jim. I do full-time content. I do limited, constructed, you name it, I do it. Set reviews, so on and so forth. Hit that follow button the first time here, of course. Really appreciate that. Katana, thanks to sub. I do content for coolstuffinc.com. I do stuff on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. Hit all the buttons. You're all great. I appreciate the great audience today. Nice early start today. It's pretty good. And we're going to keep, it's not ideal, but we're going to keep any land in our hands awesome. And there you go. There you go. We have Disciple plus Reign of Truth plus Double Arrest and Moths. So, great curve. We're not going to Reign of Truth on 2 here. Not that desperate for a creature. And here's a Puzzle Maker. Puzzle Maker indeed. A Golden Tail. I like this card. I like this card. Card sweet. Card sweet. What's up, King Killer? Thanks for following. Go on. Tell me more. We got our Moth curve here, ready to rock and roll. Again, really lacking in 2 drops for sure, but 4th mana, attack for 1, scry. Splash, 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 zap, 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 zap. Curve's not very good, but sure. Alright, yeah, I mean, like, obviously they could attack for a lot next turn, but we just have arrest and stuff, so if we, like, Moth this turn, we can arrest Reign of Truth next turn. Attack, gain 3. I do love this curve. It's a pretty sweet curve. It's a pretty sweet curve. Land on red. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's shady. It's shady. Repel the Vile, not looking. I guess Repel could also kill this in theory too, but not always. It's a big turn, folks. What's that? What's the turn here? You know, we have a potential attack for a lot next turn. Zap, zap, zap. Zap, zap, zap. Don't whiz on the electric fence.
Waka waka.
Come on, opponent.
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
Alright, nothing. Just stone, nothing. Pump this. I'm feeling some sort of, some trick or something on some trickery here. Could be the 4 damage spell. Could be a Tamiyo's completion. If it is Tamiyo's completion, then firing up Reign of Truth is not really a good place to be. We're definitely attacking. The question is, are we going to Reign of Truth? It's funny. If it's a 4 damage spell, Reign of Truth is good. If it's Tamiyo completion, Reign of Truth is bad. I think we're just going to Reign and attack. Play Hot Shot. We're not going to arrest this turn, so play Mechanic.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Play Reign of Truth. Don't crab me here. That would suck. That's good. Because we like want to play this first because it gives it the bigger pump. Alright. No completion.
In the search for the ultimate weapon,
shit.
knowledge is power.
No! That happened because I hit the wrong button. If I had to hit the wrong button there, they wouldn't have had that. That was a 6 slow roll, too. What the hell are they waiting for? They're like waiting me to run the ad by accident? Ugh. Alright, that sucked. That was really bad. That's a good card. That's a good card. We can kill that. It's cool. Alright. That's a bop. That's a bop. In for a bunch. We get to Repel the Vile, the 4/4, and then get in for our own bop. No blocks. Oh, the Scry, I missed it. I wasn't looking. Alright, so pump this. It's only +3. Still pretty good though. We have land. They're not playing black. So we just jam our lands. We attack for a 5-ball. Keeps pausing. Why does it keep giving them priority? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, oops. That was on me, actually. Alright, gotta kill this bad boy. You're out of here.
Get off my plane.
Why did this cost 5? Oh, shit. Yeah, that's an effect. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. All right, they're actually playing constructed. They have the March plus Hinata, whatever, Dawn Crowned combo. Where this card just costs 1 blue, and you can X is equal to whatever you want. Sure, that's fair, I guess. You can do your constructed combo, whatever. Now we get to take a whole bunch of damage. I can just double arrest next turn, I guess. They're going to suit up. Make it a 4/5. Does it actually not resize the creature? Oh, it does actually. All right, so 4, 8, 9. Okay, sure. I suppose it's something you can do. I love how it's still a 5/4. It's funny. All right. Pretty gross. Pretty gross. So we need to arrest... The problem is that if we arrest this... Once we draw a land, we can't afford to arrest this. The stupid freaking 6/6 thing is kind of just crushing us. Alright, gain a life, sure. I guess Lander Spell is good here then, right? What's the holdup? What's the holdup? Yeah, my card's great. Stop looking at it. My card's great. Stop looking at it. Alright, so, sure. I mean, arrest ya. You're going to jail. Cool. And attack for 4. And now you're going to jail. Oh, it's still in... I'm an idiot. It's still in play. Duh. I'm not, like, killing it. It's still there. Shit. That was bad. I screwed up. I just screwed up. I'm just bad. For some reason, I thought I was killing this thing, and I was going to reduce the cost of the next one. It wouldn't cost 4. So, obviously, or before when I said that if I have 7 mana, I can guess both. They have Balancing Slash anyway. Oh, my God. This is embarrassing. What are you doing? I'm just dead. Alright, sure. But clearly you put the thing on this thing, you crew this thing, and then you put it on here and attack with both. Alright, whatever. It loses all activated abilities, not all actual abilities. Alright. Pretty weird one there. That was not a very fun game, but sure. 5-2, second loss. Alright, we're good. I'm still believing. Hand's great. Hand's actually great. I'm still standing. 2, 3, 4 curve. Perfect mana. Little life. Nice plains art. Very tranquil. Very tranquil. Keep. We're on the draw, which is not ideal. So obviously they kill my disciple here. It's a little awkward. I'd like to be able to play, but that's a good draw also. Very good card. Very good card. Green, white. Teachings of the Curate. Mill 3. Make a 1/1. Put a counter on a creature you control. It's like a very good card. It's like a super solid card on rate. Like now they get a 2/2. And they get a 1/1 that can do stuff. Super solid card. Alright, so they get it for 2. We get our golden tail going. Obviously a little awkward with the moths curve, but poet. Oh man, they're actually popping off again. Why is everyone popping off so hard on us? Now they get to recast their Go Shintai or whatever too. Jeez. Everyone's popping off so hard. What a sick draw. Like Alright. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Service attacks. Choose one, exile creature card from the graveyard. You put a creature thing. It was on non-creature card. Put a counter card creature you control. They attacked with both. We're getting freaking punked right now. We're getting freaking punked right now. I like can't afford to lose this creature. Like realistically, I can't block here. I can't block. I love blocking. I'm a blocker, right? But I can't block here. All right, no blocks. They just have pump spell. I'm pretty sure. Like, all right, no blocks. We get to untap and attack for a lot. So we have to do a gain 3 life attack, and then next turn attack for a whole shitload. Oh my god. These last few decks have been absurd. Just actually absurd. And we just can't even put a functional hand together. Like... Jeez. Just like sick draw. This is turn 4 for them? That's turn 5. It's turn 5. Just so many lands. So many lands. They exile their land. Put a counter on a creature. Yeah, we're dead as shit. Right, this is just like a joke. That was like a draw. We're still dead on board, though. Yeah, we're still dead on board. Wow, that sucked. Those last 3 games sucked. We actually drew a good card, too. But, just can't beat this draw. Just too good. Just too good. Alright, they got us. Nice shitty enchantments, Jim. Alright. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I guess I could, like... If I exile this... This still doesn't do anything. Can't block anything profitably. I can't even imagine them punting, but whatever. Sure, let's go. Yeah. I mean, I don't think our deck is great, to be totally fair. I think we were running a little above expectation regardless. Our deck does seem a little mopey. Alright, yeah, we're dead. Exile this. Take 6 and die. Alright. It's a fun experiment. It's a fun experiment. We're super dead. They killed us on turn what? That was turn 6. They killed us through like a removal spell and a lifelink blocker too. Sick. Sick. We actually went down there too. Usually you get like a buffer for a turn. Alright, so not ideal. Definitely not ideal, obviously. I don't think our deck was particularly great. It was fine. I think we could have like snuck out another win or two there. I think we were running a little above expectation. But let's take a look at our untap.gg results. Definitely light on creatures for sure. For sure. You know, we didn't really have any 2-drops. Like more of these would have been great. I really like our choice to play a lot of enchantments and not really bother too much with the whole samurai bullshit. Even this card wasn't even that good, honestly. Restoration was great. Moths was pretty good, but is a lot better when you have a better curve. But the captain, but the Kami Flare also, Oath. Captain was also, like, the Samurai stuff just seems bad, honestly. It just seems kind of bad. I do like the Golden Tail Disciple Moths curve a lot. It's much better in green-white, usually. But, yeah, what are you going to do? We won all of our games in the play. That's for sure. And, yeah, we lost, so I guess all the games we lost are on the draw. So we were on the draw 3 times against really good decks. That happens. That happens. At a Pro Tour, I probably don't first pick Invoke Justice. I probably take specialist, I guess. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's the episode number 11 or 12 Bronze to Mythic. You folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Stream's going to keep going, though. Let's keep rocking and rolling, right?